Next up on our list is a kind of an awesome one. Is the adult animated HBO anime series Todd McFarlane's Spawn, which is based on the Todd McFarlane's character from comic books. And my introduction to the character was all the way back in 2018, where I saw a clip of Spawn from the movie Find the Violator, and I thought it was a cool scene. And then I watched the film on Hulu, and I actually was what I actually really enjoyed that movie. I watched that movie couple of times. I seen like 4 times, I believe, in 2018. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, but I know most people don't like that movie, but I enjoyed it when I saw it in 2018 when I was 10. Um, and I also heard about that there was an anime show that was not for kids, and but of course I was not over eight, no, not that ready for a show like that. But then, while watching Scream Queens, I kind of was considering putting Spawn on the list for Halloween, and I actually did. I put Halloween and immediately watched it. All 18 episodes of the show. This show has 3 seasons, but all season only have 6 episodes, which is kind of unfortunate, especially how the show ends. It kind of ends on a cliffhanger. I want more of this show because this show is awesome. Like from the first episode, I was hooked. From the dark tone, the animation, which looks really, it's like in. I like the dark again. The dark it matches the dark tone of the show, and the world it builds is not that great. If you know what I mean. The character designs look good, especially Spawn, who looks awesome. I'll get into him later. And the blood in the show is very intense. The show is not as bloody as something like Invincible or Creature Commandos, where it's like over the top, but it's still a pretty gruesome show. And of course, it's more adult and mature than probably Creature Commandos and Invincible, honestly, and also much darker as well. And a lot of characters swear, especially Spawn at himself. And but yeah, give props to the animation. Like it was a very well done animated show. Of course, Spawn is a very awesome character. Like in the film, he's a tragic character where he kind of loses his humanity in a way and tries to get to Wanda, but can't. Especially since she's now married to his best friend Terry. And of course, his design is awesome, and Keith Davis' voice performance is perfect. It is really good. Honestly, it's really awesome. It's like Spawn is a very awesome anti-hero in the show. And I thought Violator, who's not in the show that much as I was thought he would be, but he was still very creepy, and you see him in his demonic form twice in the show, as I can remember. One where he fights Spawn in season one, and the season one finale where he says, "Spawn, you made an effing deal." Man, he's a lot. Again, he's more creepier than John Leguizamo's version because at least he's not as over the top in being a cheerleader. Although Violet is kind of a little funny in a dark way, if you know what I mean. Um, I thought the other supporting characters were likable as well, like Wanda, Terry, Jay, who was the assassin that killed hunting hellspawns, but in this case, she allies with Spawn as well, and they kind of share a connection together for a brief time. I also thought Caligariasto, who is like the wise old man who telling Spawn about like Malebolgia and like the battle between heaven and earth, was a very fascinating character. I mean, of course, he was in the movie, and of course, he was his mentor. And I really like both of them, like Caligariasto in this show and in the movie. Um, And I really liked the characters of Sam and Twitch, the detectives of the show. They were memorable characters as well. And I really thought the show was very memorable. It has some very dramatic moments that work out, like when Al Simmons goes into his human form as Terry. That was a very amazing scene, especially with Granny. That was a really amazing scene. Both like in season 3, it was pretty good. And yeah, and the action is very well done. And also, Jason Wynn's a very menacing antagonist as well. And Don Tony was a little funny in this show, and is and so yeah, I gotta say, I highly recommend Todd McFarlane's Spawn. Don't watch it with kids. It's not for them, but for Spawn fans or adult animation fans, it's probably for you. It's currently on HBO Max. And yeah, highly recommend this show, Todd McFarlane's Spawn.